gamers friends, welcome back to the Yucky Ham Sandwich channel. I'm Yucky. Welcome back to another day in Thedas with me. Currently we are playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I hope you guys all enjoyed my last video watching me struggle. For this episode, I think I'm gonna catch up with everybody. I do have two personal quests, Iron Bowls and Cassandra. And I still can't believe Cassandra can be a divine. Like, how does that even work? And before that, I think I have a judgment that I need to do.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and...
Okay.
Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian.
Right.
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
Me? Why is she in a box? But she's dead.
Are you serious?
Killed her twice.
I did my part. She's dead. That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Awkward. Ah, community service. As a dead body, how is she gonna... Okay, let's get it over with.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon? Guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough?
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
No worries. That was very awkward. Alright, let's catch up with everybody now. Josephine!
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
At least they weren't bored.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
They've already begun composing songs about it in Val Royale, no doubt. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
That is crazy.
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger.
But that,
Those
yeah,
loyal
well,
to her
she's
should have
Empress.
practiced more vigilance. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
And also, the fact that she doesn't have an heir doesn't help the cause either. Let's say something nice.
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
Actually, that was my
I could
favorite.
have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
Oh, that was nice to say. It wasn't like flirty. I still want to try with Iron Bowl, but Iron Bowl is hard to get.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A
I'm
sign the
gonna
Maker
think
was
that too.
returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
You know what? A lot of things happen for a reason. Sometimes we don't know why it happens. And it's not until later we realize, oh, this happened because I need to learn a lesson. It's something that I have to go through. So it might be Maker's will. I don't know.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'm pretty sure it feels strange.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant.
Yes. Well, let's go talk to someone else now. Wait, where does that go? Oh, that goes to the kitchen. I'll talk to Varric first.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Well, I have a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Okay, we don't have any
Thanks, Varric.
update.
No problem.
Okay, cool. I think this way is where Solas is. Where is he? Hello, Solas.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations. Machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Wait, you seen this before?
You missed court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I do want to hear about Briala from Solas. I do want to first apologize.
Briala brought it on herself, Solas. I did what had to be done.
All right. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
That's tragic. It's not tragic. He just sees himself as he is. Who then?
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
You know what's interesting about Solas? That he doesn't feel like he's an elf. For myself, I'm half Chinese, half Filipino. So I was originally born from Hong Kong. I moved to America when I was 11. I kind of lost that culture within me after I have lived on my own for so long. Like when I'm with Chinese people, I don't feel like I'm part of them. I always feel like I'm an outsider. I think marrying someone from a different race kind of helped with that. And the Filipino side, sometimes when Filipinos see me, it's like, oh, are you Filipino? They will get really excited. Then they realize I don't speak Tagalog. They would be very nice, you know, but I can never be part of their group. I'm all these things, but I don't feel like I don't really know where I belong, kind of. I guess that's kind of like Solas. I still want to help them. They're elves.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for all Legionnaires.
Yes.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Of course not. It doesn't matter. They're part of this world. It shouldn't matter if they have pointy ears or not. I have pointy ears. Look at this. Pointy ears.
My father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
That's enough.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
Alright, I guess that's all he had to say. Wait, actually, let's do this. It might be better. Ooh, cutscene.
Inquisitor, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking you for help.
What? Why?
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Okay. Tell me about this thing.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Okay, what's the formula?
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Viviene. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You won't tell me?
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. You wouldn't want me to speak about your many issues, I'm sure.
Fine. Why do you want my help?
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly.
Okay.
In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Okay, I'll help you, of course.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful.
This is another
I shall
companion
give the
quest.
location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
She eagerly waits for my success. I'm gonna use that in real life.
Yes, my dear.
Any chance we might... what? Okay. Next person. Oh, this is the alchemy notes. A suitable replacement for Permata's roots must be derived, as the plant went extinct during the Second Blight. Dried red moss cut from a wandering hills has shown similar restoration effect. An emulsion of silverite and elfroot extract can counteract the fatal toxicity of red moss. The solution must be heated for exactly 75 minutes with a magical flame. Mundane fires, regardless of fuel type, have been found to burn too low a temperature. The heart of the snowy raven must be added to the last possible moment. The compound becomes unstable when it exposed to light. Even if stored in perfect darkness, it is only viable for 3 days. It begins to degrade in potency in a matter of hours. And experimentation have shown that the age regression effect decreases steadily over time from the moment it is synthesized. By the second day, the results are almost too subtle to detect, and by the third, it is entirely useless.
I can't make heads or tails of this.
Yeah.
Age regression. Who is this potion for?
Age regression? For herself? Does it turn... Why would anyone need an age aggression? That's odd. Wait, Leliana. Ooh, a cutscene.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
In the Fade, she tried to save me. And that's what she was doing, so I'm gonna say that.
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did she say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Oh, it must be torturing her. I'm sorry, but no.
I'm sorry, Leliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Aww. It's always so sad. Where'd she go? I guess she went to be alone with herself, I guess. I need to go see Cullen now. Oh, there she is. She's so hard on herself sometimes.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor.
Yes.
I never thought the idea would gain momentum. There is, after all, no shortage of vultures circling the Sunburst throne.
Well, but what do you want, Leliana?
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
So does she want it or not? I will help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Right. But I would like her to say more. Does she want it? Oh, there's more cutscene.
A message from Divine Justinia.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Dead people usually don't send messages.
And I see you feel it necessary to inform me of this. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Ooh, a personal quest? What will you find?
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry there for many years before she became the Divine.
I see.
It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Well, whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it.
Ooh.
I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
I'll try my best.
So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright, let's go. Fast travel. Alright, let's talk to Blackwall now.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Sure. Wow, it's very empty. What's up?
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
Oh.
Do you know what I did?
I hope that you saved it, or you just stand there and watched.
Them. Cut the dog down.
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
So did everyone else.
You couldn't have been the only one there, and no one else stepped in.
Doesn't make what I did any less wrong.
True.
I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
That's very true. That's very true. Sometimes we are afraid to mingle in people's business. Well, your eyes aren't shut now.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course, you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy.
It's not.
The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
To be honest, I don't think saving the world is easy at all. A lot of leaders like myself just try to be positive for everyone else, while inside we are battling it all on our own. This reminds me of an example. When my daughter fell down one time and she was bleeding a lot. And all the moms start running to me and say, oh, your daughter's bleeding. She's hurt. And they were like frantic. They were freaking out. I went to my daughter and I looked at her like, are you all right? It seems like you're bleeding a little bit. I'm not freaking out. I'm calm. And I addressed the issue. And she herself calmed down. And I feel like that's how it is when you lead. Not to tell your companion that you're afraid. Yes, I am afraid. But at the same time, I'm gonna charge right in anyways. I feel like as an Inquisitor, I try to be the light of things. Blackwall.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Oh, the way he say things. There's a romance option now.
You've got a way with words, Bull.
I do what I can.
Maybe we can find some other uses for that mouth of yours.
Yeah. When is the next meal anyway? Orlesian food always leaves me hungry.
See, he's always avoiding me. Maybe I just don't get a chance. He seems like he's really into redheads. I might not even have a chance here.
Hey, boss. How are you?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I might just be like wasting my time.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Well, thank you.
We'll talk later.
Thank you.
Huh? Is she talking to somebody? And also, does Bull like me or not? Ooh, a cutscene.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Briala, the Duchess, and Caritas.
Ooh.
Right in the dangle bag.
Remind me not to get you mad.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Earwigs, that could stop a ball.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an Empress. That and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That's very true. Yeah, their mistake made it worse.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's
True.
who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
I can't control people. You still there? Okay.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
I know, right? I agree.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
Yes? Ooh. Give Cole an amulet.
I found the amulet that Solas told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
Wait.
What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Great. Well, alright, if Cole's is sure.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
What was
Okay.
that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
I'm starting to read the new book. It did talk a little bit about Cole. He seemed very human, but for some odd reason, people can't see him. Only certain people can. I don't know what he is.
I'm not certain exactly what Cole is.
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something.
He seems like a tormented soul.
There. That way.
Well, we'll investigate.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Aww.
Sure.
Of course. It really mattered to him.
I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I don't know what to say. I guess I agree.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Cutscene it is.
Yeah, this should get me through the month.
Interesting outfit.
Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You.
Whoa. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
I see. That was in the beginning of the book.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Wait. I don't understand. Wait.
If he killed you, wouldn't you be dead?
Yeah.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Is it the right thing to do? Solas, what do you think? Give me something, come on.
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't
think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose.
Right.
To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
He is a spirit. Varric, what do you think?
Varric.
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
I don't know what to do. This is so hard. Thinking back, it reminds me of the time when I had a conversation with Cole in a tavern. He said that Spirit doesn't really have long memories. He realized killing people isn't the best way to go. And if we push Cole to be more of a Spirit, doesn't he have to somehow go back to the Fade? He did say he doesn't want to go back to the Fade. He wants to stay to help humans. So why not lean into what Varric is saying and make him more human? It seems like as the Spirit, he is very tormented. I don't even know if Spirit can feel happiness. And also making him more human, it will prevent him from going back in his old ways, you know, stabbing people and killing people. And in hope that he is more human, that he won't become a despair demon somehow. I don't know. I really hope that he will thrive with my decision and I made a good one. I do understand where Solas is coming from, but I feel like making Cole more human is the best way to go. Actually, leave me down in the comments below what you guys think. What did you guys do with this situation? Cole will be more human.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me.
Solas did not approve.
All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Then pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog.
Wow, he landed Bianca? Look at
No.
that scope.
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
Oh wow, I'm glad.
For all we know, the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
Me too. I'm glad he didn't do it.
Hurts. When do I stop hurting?
I guess we can help.
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
Aww.
I can help with that.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
I'm really glad that he didn't do it. He went to the guy and learned to forgive him himself and not having us to force him to just forgive. I like that.
No wish to be considered a rival.
How are you doing, Cole?
Roderick was sorry before he died.
You knew Roderick?
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
You didn't try to end his suffering, did you?
No. He was dying already, and he welcomed it. The pain wasn't too much. He saw it at the end. Loving light, open arms. Andraste taking him home. He was happy. And sorry.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith, and I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough. She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
Do you want to go somewhere?
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
What are we doing?
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guest?
Oh.
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Ghislaine White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
Thank you. Wine and cheese sounds nice. I mean, Cole doesn't eat, I eat.
They all see me.
I'm proud of you.
I'm glad you've allowed them to.
I don't know if I did. I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
There was a mage named Reese at the spire. He was one of the few who could see me. He was my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
I'm reading that part right now, actually. Is it painful?
Cole, if this is troubling, we don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you.
That's what a friend
does.
does.
This isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
You're hiding your fear.
You're covering the fear with laughter.
No. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
I guess it is.
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
Many things. It is nice to be remembered sometimes. I guess in a way it makes you realize you made a difference in someone's life somehow. And then I need to talk to Cullen. I really hope I made a good decision for Cole. Bloody hell, you were hard to find, Cullen. Ooh, cutscene.
Gloat all you like. I have this one. Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you. Why do I even... Inquisitor. Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
He freaked out. I'm just coming by. I don't have to stand and all that. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Please, don't stop on my account.
Yeah.
All right. Your move. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
This is an interesting board
Don't
game.
get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
You're on.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years.
Aww.
I wonder if she still plays.
Tell me about your family.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Oh, it's my turn.
I don't want to let him win. Play fair.
All right, let's see what you've got.
Be cool to have a game board like that from the Dragon Age.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition or related matters.
We're having fun.
To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
Of course, me too.
You can't be serious all the time.
Yes.
Well, maybe you can.
Gotta relax sometimes. That's how you know somebody.
I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Cool. I appreciated that. What's this? Read. Dear Mia, I'm still alive, your loving brother Cullen. Honestly, it is so difficult. We thought you were dead. Again, if the Inquisition was not on everyone's lip, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I'm not sorry you left them. I thought of your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It is a full errand asking you to stay safe, but please try, your loving sister. See how easy it is? Mia. Oh, sweet.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
Me too, I hate stuff like that. I know what you mean.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Tell me about your colleagues.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Oh, I can ask him now? How's working with Josephine?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
She's very sweet. What about Leliana?
How do you like working with Leliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Leliana is just as responsible for its formation.
Tell me about your soldiers.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers handled themselves well during the siege on Adamant. They reacted quickly to changes on the battlefield. More importantly, they relied on each other.
That's good.
Trust in your fellow soldiers is not something that can betray.
That is so true. That's 100%. I have no more questions.
I should let you get back to work.
It was nice playing a game with you, Cullen. I get to know you more. There's something back at where Blackwall is. There's a question mark. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm gonna go check that out, and then I will talk to Cassandra. I think that is the only one left. Oh, what? Who are you?
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Why? Gone where?
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Okay. A crumpled report. A crumpled sheet of paper. It looks like it was removed from a recent report to Sister Leliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Collier massacre of 937, was captured and lied, like the others who were arrested for their involvement. Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating and that he was just following the order of his captain. This captain, Tom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within weeks in Royal. Oh. Then I guess is where we need to go to find him. Cassandra. Ooh, cutscene.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Oh, I don't want Cassandra to leave the Inquisition.
Talk to her, your worship.
I'm surprised she doesn't want Leliana to be the Divine. Having fun?
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was a funny Kunari. That's what they'll say one day. You watch.
You bet.
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine.
Yes.
Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course. The Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Well, is this even possible?
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why not? Why am I not the candidate? I don't want... Can you imagine a Canary being a Divine? Oh my gosh. Where would her horn go? In that little hat. Anyways, I'll just say it just for fun.
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a mage, first
Oh,
and
I forgot
foremost.
about that too.
If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you.
I see.
A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
But what do you want to do? Like, why isn't there a question for that? I'm still not sure yet, but I feel like Leliana would be perfect as a Divine. From Dragon Age 1 to now, she has always been devoted to the Divine and the Maker. Yes, she has doubts here and there, but she was very passionate about it. Cassandra is kind of known not very good like socializing with people, and she doesn't care much about politics in Thedas. She much more of a warrior than she is as a Divine. So yeah, then refuse.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Do you want it?
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope.
Yes.
Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Do you really feel that way?
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
Well, these are extreme times.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Interesting. I thought she didn't want it. And what of Leliana?
You're not the only candidate. What about Leliana?
Leliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy.
Right.
But she and I remember a different person.
Oh?
Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Leliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change?
What would you change about the Chantry?
Yeah.
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform.
Right.
Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant. But we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
Interesting. I would like to hear more from Leliana and see what she wants to change or if she still wants to follow Justinia's path. A new crusade for you?
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And
True.
if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can.
I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Cassandra does have heart. She's loyal, she's determined. She is everything I see as a leader would be. Still, I would like to hear more from Leliana first.
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of nobleman that would become involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
Of course, we'll be looking for him. Do you want to be defined?
So, you're a candidate for Divine now?
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Of course it does.
The idea of power doesn't appeal to you.
Yes. To be embroiled in politics and have every cleric jealous of me for the rest of my life. It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity.
Right.
I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
She could be a very good divine.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. I kind of want to ask you guys for opinion, but I feel like you guys won't be able to tell me more unless I play the game a lot further. Feel like it'll be a lot of spoilers. I'll maybe ask next time. And I also found out that Morrigan is here.
But the one who repents, who has faith.
Is it because now that I lost Blackwall, I can have Morrigan in my party now?
Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor.
That it
to
is.
Think, until recently, this place stood decrepit. Occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
She's in her old uniform. Brought back so much memories. You know of Skyhold?
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I'm rather fond of it.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I'm still salty from Dragon Age Origins. But this is a new gameplay. Let's just pretend we don't know her. But even though we do, that's very serious.
You swear it?
Yeah.
That's rather serious.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet
because
one
he
must
is.
ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Oh, I hope not. She's so beautiful, by the way, guys. She is a gorgeous woman.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them.
I have.
It's good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed.
Yeah.
Or so they would have us believe.
The thing is, without Grey Warden, we can't slay archdemons. We need them. A little bit more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
Of course. You were in a fifth blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand.
You were there.
Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal, but that, most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Okay, she sounds sincere. Why the Orlesian court?
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
Who can stop
It
her?
Confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
True, true.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
That's why I kind of agree what Cassandra's saying. Have the mages govern themselves, and all we have to do is to be a helping hand to make sure that what they're doing is still in the guidelines of not hurting anyone else, using blood magic and whatnot.
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Alluvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
What are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Well, that's good. Would you fight alongside me? Nah,
I could use your company for my excursions.
That's what she's doing.
I have spent my share of time wandering the wilderness in the company of others, Inquisitor. Thank you for the invitation, but for now I will restrict my efforts to researching the arcane.
Yeah, I figured when she said she's researching. What about his dragon?
Do you know anything about his dragon?
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain. A true archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god.
Right.
Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new blight not begun?
Interesting.
His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Could he become a god?
Is it even possible that Corypheus could succeed?
The Black City exists.
Yeah.
Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god. It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blight.
Yeah.
So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
I think I'm the rival now.
Corypheus says I'm a rival.
By some time.
Does that mean...
Could you become a god? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City?
Definitely not.
No, never.
Tell Corypheus that, and see if he believes you.
I don't want to be a god. Well, I appreciate your efforts.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
How about the thoughts on the Inquisition?
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
We must defeat him first before anything else.
We
There's
have
no
to
point
defeat
of
him
thinking about the
first.
future.
Then I'll worry about what's
Yep.
next.
Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
Oh, I'm sure of that. Politics.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
Wow.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Wow, good. Well, they will be easier targets then.
That's what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds.
Ah.
His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Okay. They will be hard to miss.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
Hello, Morrigan.
Fortunately, I can assist.
Please continue.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Oh.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Okay. I was gonna do my war table to get some power and some, you know, points going.
This is an Illuvian.
Oh.
An elven artifact from a time long before their
Right.
empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This mirror can't be good. This is not a mirror, it's a portal. It's a portal to different parts of the world. Corypheus find more of these. He can go between worlds in like seconds. How did you do this?
You can restore an artifact like this.
There was a price, but one I gladly paid.
What kind of price?
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
Oh, Meryl will
A
be
more
so
appropriate
excited about
question would
this.
be, where does it lead?
That's so cool. I'm pretty sure Solas will come by to check out this mirror. This is very elven.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
There is a lot of mirror.
I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This is incredible.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Okay, how did you find this?
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor.
Of course.
Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What does that even mean?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me.
Right.
But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Open from this side.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
And you happen to just have a key?
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
I don't understand, but Corypheus wants this?
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
Okay.
You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Interesting. Lots of information. Some of them still don't really make sense in my head. Right, perfect. Oops. Here. That was simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial Counting House clerks were so shocked to have been discovered and so fearful of being found out, they all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisitions on the spot. My agents say they were behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they sent gifts for you to prove their good faith. But we will watch them closely. Nevertheless, in the meantime, any efforts we make to gather coins in Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placement. Sigil of Lyrium. Oh. I guess there's no Inquisition perks. Darn it. I want to upgrade my pouches so I can carry more stuff. Inquisitor. The tunnels are complete. Our agents slip in and out of the carbonic-like shadows. The workmen who were digging out the caves discover some old Darvin's item there as well. Mundane things such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price among some collectors. Ooh, some gold. Commander, we conduct sweep to the storm coast and determined where the dark spawns are most concentrated. Our Veraldan-born soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Nice. Alright, let's spend some points. Let's help Varric with some stuff. Ruffles. First of all, you play a mean hand of Wicked Grace. Second, the lead you dug up for me of finding this Balenfirth guy in Kirkwall is starting to show some promise. I got my editor to look around for me. She's a coterie boss, so people tell her things whether they want to or not. She tracks down the poor sod carrying the manuscript out of Kirkwall. This is where it gets weird. The courtier is a magistrate, Lord Warner Carming. The courtier wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Maybe you could have polite word with him for me? Okay. I have a friend in Kirkwall Guards. She might be able to willing to take this to the magister. A magister courtier. He has to be involved in something else. Let's find out what. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
Yes, let's Leliana do that. Dedicate negotiation. Inquisitor, here's the thing, I don't even own a mask. Thus, when the Olegian Empress invite me to engage a real peace talk, I got nervous. I don't know what Olegian mean when they say that, but I heard it involved poisons and dancing, but perhaps both at the same time. I've told you no Princess Selene, and she owes you for that whole save your life business. Considering you also helped save mine, perhaps the Inquisition could help with these talks, perhaps King Alistair. Of course, I will have Josephine do it. There's a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate their talks.
Inquisitor,
Thank you, Josephine. You're perfect for that. What can the soldier do? Red Templar is storming coast. Report indicate that the Red Templar have taken over an old dwarven port on Storm Coast, granting them a foothold in Ferelden as well as easy access to the Waking Sea. The port itself provides a strong defense from outside attack. A full assault by our soldiers might eventually yield result, but not without high casualty. A smaller group may have better luck infiltrating the stronghold. A small initial attack could secure the surrounding area and distract Templar from our larger plans. Great. New area unlocked. I'll go to the Storm Coast next time because I have a side quest with Iron Bull there too. I can do both of them at the same time. With that said, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you the next one. Bye guys! Oh, Google is my best friend. I don't know how to say this. Dyrilmorna. How shall I say your name? Oh, Ceremorne.